Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today we're going to go over my monthly makeup bag for the month of May. This is pretty much my version of Shop My Stash. I'll show you everything that I pulled for the month of May, and then at the end of the video I'll show you the products that I used for the month of April. So let's go ahead and get started. I will let you know I have been pulling significantly less makeup since we are at home. I do try and wear makeup at least 3 times a week just because it does kind of bring me joy to apply makeup, and so I'm gonna show you everything that I'll be using for May. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I have here is a stick highlight, and this is from Statement Skin So Susan. It's a highlighting crayon and it does not have a color, but I have used it and I just want to get some use out of it. And I really like the idea of having like a cream or a liquid product to layer on top of or under a powder product. And that is just such a nice highlight. And I got this a few years back, I want to say in BoxyCharm. So we're going to get some use out of that. Now we have a Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow. This is in a Smoky Storm. And you can see I did have that in a project pan at one point. I think I put it in a Game of Thrones project pan for their finale. And I'm trying to use these because, in all honesty, they're going bad. I have not popped the stopper yet, but I've been noticing that as I pull these with this monthly makeup bag, I pop the stopper and it makes it easier to use them. But the glitter is still there, and I do try and use them with glitter glue now because I don't want that glitter to fall off like into my eyes or on my face. The next thing that I have is going to be a blush, and this is a Shiseido Face Color Enhancing Trio in the color RD1. And I have had this for a while. You can see all three of them there. And we'll just give that a nice little swatch. I just, usually I'll apply these all together and I'll use it as like a blush and a bronzer, so you can see that. And I've had this for a while, but I haven't used it for a little bit, so hopefully we can get some movement going on that. And then I have some new products that I'm really excited about, and I do want to get some use out of them even though they're limited edition. So I'm going to be pulling some of my MAC Selena Quintanilla products. Now this is the highlighter in La Leyenda, and that means the legend, and it is beautiful. Now I am scared that I'm gonna lose this beautiful shape here, so I'm gonna try and use this highlight brush with it because I feel like it is just so soft and flimsy that it'll keep it from like losing that beautiful heart shape. And look, you can totally see that because it's so gold. So I am going to try and use this. I don't want to hit pan on it. I just want to be able to be like, oh yeah, I used it. I want to know the finish, what it looks like, just get to know it a little bit. And I did take this out. Did I tell you all that? That is her right there, Selena. And so I'm going to be using this highlight for the month of May. I am also going to be using some of the lip products from Selena collection. So I have this one on right now. This is Inolvidable, and that means unforgettable. And I have this on my lips right now. I did line my lips with a lip liner that I'm pulling for May. This is NYX Peekaboo Neutral. And so I used this on my lips, and then I went in with this one right here. This is a Frost lipstick. And I will say, when I put it on, I can feel it kind of grindy and like it's got kind of gravelly, but it is a beautiful color. Some of that, I don't know if you can see it because, I record on my phone, but you might be able to see some little granules in it. But a very pretty color and nice sleek packaging. So I put that on, and then I went on top with the Beady Beady Bum Bum Dazzle Glass, and this is just beautiful. And I put that right in the center of my lips, and it's just a nice baby pink, and it's super, super glittery. which I really like. And this one, you don't feel anything, like it's not gritty at all. But like I said, the Bullet Lipstick Inolvidable, that one is gritty. And then I pulled one of the liquid lipsticks. This is in Dame un Beso, and I've worn this a couple times already. I also pulled a lip liner to go with this as well. This is Urban Decay's Gwen Stefani collaboration in the color Firebird. And so I pulled this lip liner to use with this. So I'll be using that for May. And I'll say I love their applicator. And initially, when you put this on, it looks red. But as it dries down, it really does become more magenta. And I'm really, really into it. But the formula itself is a little bit tight and drying, so it kind of gives you that pucker sensation that we don't always really like. So what I've been doing is I've been putting a really thin layer of my Laneige lip mask. I'll put a real thin layer on first, right after I do, I'll line my lips, put Laneige on, and then I'll put this on, and it keeps it from getting that dried hard texture that we don't usually like. And so those are the products that I'm going to be using from the Selena collection. So I'm really excited. Now, as far as powders, I'm going to pull this LA Colors. You know, a lot of this is going to be like related to Cinco de Mayo because it's May. And, you know, LA is notoriously like they celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and they have a large Hispanic population there. This is in the color beige, and I got this from the Dollar Tree for $1, and it even has a mirror. And so I want to use this for like setting and brightening and stuff like that. So I'm going to pull this for May. Our eyeshadow palette is going to be our Ulta's Frida Kahlo, and I don't know if this has a name. It's just Frida Kahlo by Ulta. It does have a nice mirror, and it says never apologize for who you are. Frida Kahlo was notoriously unique, and she was quite the feminist. I'm going to take that off. And look at these colors. These are so pretty. Now, considering this is the month of May, one, I don't know if this is going to come across on my face, so I may just use that to like highlight my brow bone and set. I hope this one comes across on my face, but I'm concerned that these two may not. I hope so, because I love mauves. Oh, I'm kind of wearing like a lavender right now anyways. But these right here, and even that yellow, along with these right here, do kind of scream spring to me. So I'm excited to use those. And I've never really used like Ulta shadows before. So I'm excited to see how they perform. And look, there's blue in there, and I'm wearing blue on my eyes today. So I ain't afraid of no blue. Ha. So those are really pretty. I mean, I know swatches don't mean a whole lot because, you know, we mostly care about, you know, how they look on our eyes and how they work with brushes and stuff. But I think that is interesting, and I'm really excited to create a look with this and see how it comes out. So that's what we're going to be using for the month of May. And then I did pull my contour palette. This is my Too Faced Cocoa Contour. It is their original release, you know, when they first released it. And I'm just trying to get really good use out of it, and you can see how I have used it. This one has been repressed. This one's never been repressed. I did take a little bit for some Franken shadow. And then this one has got a ring in the middle. I did use this to contour and do my little chin strap and bronze and stuff. But hopefully by the end of May, maybe I'll hit pan on that. That would be nice and rewarding. And then lastly, I pulled a new brow product. This is the Micro Blade Effect Brow Pen by Billion Dollar Brows, because I finished my other brow product, the one that I was using, and this is okay. I feel like I really have to draw it on, but I was proud of myself for completing the the other brow product, so I'm glad that I could pull this in. And then I pulled a Tarte Amazonian Smolder Eyes in Golden Tiger. It's an eyeliner, and I thought that it would probably go good with these. So that is what I plan on using for May. Now, let me show you what I used for April. I did pull, this will be in a different video, but this is also what I'm wearing on my eyes. That's why I wanted to show you, because this was my April's Rougelet palette. So I put all my eyeshadows in a makeup bag and I pull one to use. That's what this was, and that is what is on my face. And then I usually pull, just like I pulled the Frida Kahlo, I pull one out of my stash. So this was my chosen palette for April, and I pulled it because I have a Project Pan eyeshadow in here, and this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous color, y'all. This is Red Onions, and it's just beautiful. I do have this on my lower lash line because I was pulling it for this video anyways, so I thought I would add a dash of Project Pan to my face. This is such a beautiful red eyeshadow. Now, these are very like dry formulas, but look at that. I wore just here at home. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that. So what I did is I went in with a Project Pan lipstick. It's also in my significant other Project Pan, and I used that as a primer, and then I went in with this eyeshadow and I just buffed it out with pink, like my crease, and it was so pretty. And I put that at the bottom with a red lip, and I did like an all red look. And I don't know why it didn't occur to me to film that, but it's such a beautiful red. And then this one right here, Sausage, is so interesting because it is definitely a brown, but it's got like a purple color to it. And it is really, really nice and warm. And I loved using it to like smoke something out to make more of like a smoldering, smoky eye. I loved that. And then we have Salami. And this was just so pretty. And I want to swatch it on top of those, but I'm going to give it its own little parade there. So again, just such beautifully high pigmented colors, and they do blend out really nicely. Out of all of the ones that I have shown you and kind of gagaed over, my favorite in here is this one right here. This is Canadian Bacon, and it's such a pretty, vibrant kind of pink, and I think that it is gorgeous. So pretty. And again, you know, swatches don't always do justice, but that is my favorite color out of this palette. I am so obsessed and interested with Glam Light. I saw that they have a donut palette coming out that I definitely want to get my eyes on and check that out. Plus they had, I think, a cake. Is it their cake palette that was super cute? I really wanted that one, but y'all know I had been on a no buy for most of the year. And, you know, so I don't know, maybe we'll look at some more of those. But man, this is the only eyeshadow palette that I have from them, and it is just so, so good. I will say it does stain. I don't like that, but because of that, I did use lots of extras like primers and setting powders and stuff, because I feel like the more layers I put, the less it will stain. And then I also used this right here. This is LA Colors, and it's a face palette. I am loving these kind of palettes right now, y'all, and I don't know why, but I used the crap ton out of this. I mean, every single one of these products I used at least 7 times a piece. This is what I have on as blush right now. I used this, no I didn't, I used this right here to mix both of these, and I bronzed my whole face with that. And then I used this as my highlight, and no, this is my highlight, and this on the highest points. It's just it's upside down, so I'm thinking in my head. So this was my highlight, and this was the highest points on top of that. And this is just so good, y'all. Now, I will say, I think I'm seeing some rings in this, right? Right here. And I didn't use it a whole lot. So I want to say that these pans are probably pretty shallow, but they have just been a treat. This right here, this highlight is so very pretty. And I'm just amazed because LA Colors, it's not a very expensive brand, but wow, it is so pretty. Look at that. And I got this on sale. after Christmas for under $1, y'all. Under $1. And look at how these work. I mean, I don't find LA Colors where I am a whole lot, but man, they are definitely worth it. And after using this for the entire month, I am more obsessed with this little goofy face palette than ever before. I love this soft pink feminine blush, and I have noticed the way that I've been using it the most is I'll use this with my angled blush brush, and I'll do my blush from here to about right here, and then just blend it in really nicely. And then I'll go in with this one right on the apples, and also do my nose and maybe my chin if I'm looking a little pale. And so I really enjoy this. If you don't have anything face product wise from LA Colors, I definitely recommend them. Funny thing is though, I've never tried their eyeshadows, but man, I absolutely love this palette, and I got it for under $1. Oh my gosh, I could just like slap myself and try and wake myself up. I love little finds like that. And then the last, no, this isn't the last. Another product that I had was my Urban Decay 24/7 in Amber. And I bought the honey, like, it's like a 6-piece, I don't know. It's not the big honey palette, but the small 6-pan. And it came with this in it along with a primer and the palette. And this is what I have on my eyes right now, my waterline, and it's really pretty and pigmented. It looks even better if you set it with a powder, but just because I showed you that highlight, let me show you this. Same brush, I'm just going to pick up the Fallout and look at when I top it, because that was one of my favorite things to do with this, is to lay it down and then top it. So look, I'm going to go on with that. And look at how it just accentuates it. So what I would do is I would use that as like a liner for my lash line. And then I would go in with a small pencil brush and put this highlight on top of it. And it was so blinding. It was like blinding liner. Loved it. So pretty. And then our last few little products were my NYX glitter glue, and that works well. I wish it had a better mode of application. You just got to find the right brush for it, but it's glue, so then it makes your brush all icky and stuck together and stuff. And then lastly, I used this Stila, and this is a Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow. It's in the color Jezebel, and it is so incredibly pretty. I used this to cut my crease. I used this as a shadow by itself, but it is gorgeous. And then I would also use this and one of, caught it, ha! I would use Jezebel and then go in on top with Bacon, and it's gorgeous. So here's Bacon, so full of glitter. Watch this. And then I would just put that on top. Oh, that did not look impressive at all. Let me try again, because it is very pretty when you add them. You see that glitter? Do you see how that just took it up a notch? Gorgeous. So I'm really excited with all these products that I used. I can't wait to jump into these new products, and we'll see how they work. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let me know, do you do a Shop My Stash? Do you do a monthly makeup bag to you know, put some products together to have for the month to get some use out of? Let me know, and thank you for joining me. Just know that I am sending positivity to you, and I hope that you're doing what you love. I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.